Are we seeing improvement with Ruben Amorim? I don't know what's going on with West Ham, though. Got themselves back into them. Could have nicked it at the end. Jared Bowen, brilliant again, as usual. Are you worried, though, that you are still looking at relegation? Cundy's back. We've got to talk about Chelsea. It's shambles
don't have to.
last night. We'll get into it. There's loads to go at. Can talk Premier League. 03 717 22 33 44. Up the Chels.
Up the Chels.
Up the Chels.
Toughie, mate, last night. That was a toughie.
What happened?
Oh, mate, that was shocking. That was absolutely disgusting. That's the worst we played under Maresca.
Oh, really? That bad?
That's the worst we played. Yeah, that's comfortably, mate. It was absolutely turgid. Can't defend it, Jay.
Can't defend it? No?
I can't defend it.
No positives to take from the game?
The only positive
Yeah.
is that Cole Palmer came back. It's the only positive.
Yeah.
Come back off the bench, mate. Been out 2 months. It's the only there was nothing there. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah. Missed you last night, mate. There's a lot of people.
I did phone up, mate. I did phone up.
Yeah, you showed your face for a couple of minutes, if you do want to have a go at Cundy, if you're a Leeds fan, you didn't have the opportunity to speak to Jace last night, you're more than welcome to phone up tonight. By the way, stick.
Do you know what? I hope they go down, Leeds.
You said that last night.
Yeah, I hope they go down.
That's out of order.
Not bitter, though, am I?
No, just a bit. I mean, there's a massive 3 points for them. Yeah. We'll get into that anyway later on in the show. We have to talk about tonight. Man United, again, throw another 3 points away. That's a loss at home against Everton and then a draw against West Ham. This is not the performances that you need to see if you want to, the money that they've spent, the players that they've got.
They flatter to deceive Manchester United. Do you know that?
Exactly what they do.
Because I thought West Ham first half played well, actually. I thought they played really well. Man, there's something missing. There's something, and then actually there are times where United actually knock it around quite well. But in that final third, mate, there is just something missing. That piece of brilliance, that piece of creativity turns nothing into something. They're workmanlike. They're pretty dull to watch.
I think they're all right to watch because you don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah, I think they're pretty dull.
I'm sat there. They go 1-0 up, and I'm going. I said Man United will win this game 1-0.
We both said that, and you could see the way the game was going. That United will have a little bit of something, and in the end, it's a brilliant goal, right?
Yeah, it was a really good goal. But they just let teams back in. They give up chances, and I don't know if his substitutions work. He makes changes.
They're unconvincing.
Yeah,
1-0, the game is never. I don't care who you are. 1-0, the game is never over. Especially when you're Man United. And then you feel, when they got themselves back in West Ham, you could hear Old Trafford, every Man United fan's fearing. And do you know what?
They had a bit more quality. They would have won the game.
Well, there was that one that Bowen puts right across the 6-yard box, right? That, if you've got someone if Wilson's got a little bit about him and he just gambles, he toes that in, and everyone there felt, oh my God, we could lose this now. And they're just unconvincing workmanlike. They're not particularly great to watch. There are passages of play, actually, where they knock it around quite well. But largely, mate, they're just a workmanlike team. And, you're going to get...
They're just a bit meh.
They are meh.
They're very meh,
They are. And and the funny thing is, right, had they won tonight, they'd have gone joint fifth. They've gone point.
They would have gone fifth, yeah.
They'd have gone fifth, same points as Chelsea in fourth. But it's like, they probably... do you know what? Overall... It probably felt like a draw. Man United didn't do anything special. I'll have a look at the stats now, right? But I don't remember them peppering the goal. There wasn't there was those moments. West Ham looked more likely to win it.
Yeah, in the end, West Ham got themselves back in the game. But Man United have got to put teams away. I mean, if you're on top,
unconvincing, mate.
Yeah, it's exactly what they are. I don't know. I know. Like Amorim feels like he steadied a ship which was sinking, but I feel like it's still got holes in it. This ship.
Yeah.
Well,
it has. We saw tonight. The last two games at home, they've scored one goal and they picked up 1 point out of a possible 6. They got beat home to Everton down 10 men. It's
not sinking, they're floating.
Treading water. That treading water. We used to do that at school in the deep end.
Yeah.
Keep your head up.
They're there, but they're not moving anymore. They're not really like,
no.
You're not going, right, here we go. This is a Man United team.
But, I mean, look. Despite all of that, they're actually quite well positioned. I mean, they're 22 points now behind, same as Brighton. They're 2 points off top 4. It is possible. They are still Manchester United. They still are capable.
Beat by Everton at home.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they draw with West Ham.
Yeah, but then they go at Palace in between and beat Palace.
That's a massive result.
That's a massive result.
They got Wolves at the weekend.
I think they got Wolves next.
Monday night.
It's Monday night.
So, it's another massive game that they probably have to.
Wolves are terrible, but I think United fans must come away just really frustrated with what they're seeing at the moment. Really frustrated because the players have got the better than that, but they're just a bit dull. I think uninspiring, dull. Not particularly great up front. Defensively, I'm going to give you a chance. There's a lot of work to be done still, mate. There.
All right, let's go to some calls. Hugh's a Man United fan. All right, Hugh.
All right, Hugh.
Hi, lads. How are you?
Hello, mate.
All right, Hugh. Look, you've heard us talking there. Do you feel the same?
Yeah, I don't think I need to call you. You basically everything you've said, I totally and utterly agree with. Explain to me, right? Mainoo, absolute world beater, sat on the bench, and people tell me, say, "Oh, he's only 20 years of age." Listen, that Limar or whatever he's called, who plays for Barcelona, he's playing at 17, 18 years of age. If you're old enough, you're good enough, and I see a quality player like that, and he's not even given a chance in this team, and the formation is shocking. And my other thing, just while I'm on a bit of a roll, right?
Cool.
One of the things really bugs me is people keep saying Amorim's a really nice guy, and I'm like, is he? I said, all I see with Amorim is these 5 lads there who he couldn't work with, he's sent elsewhere, who have done wonders elsewhere, and now we sold the likes of McTominay and all the rest who give their all, and then he plays this stupid formation which is ultra defensive. You get 1 point at home to Everton and West Ham. I mean, that's shocking. At what point are we going to look at his win rate and go, actually, enough's enough? Sometimes we've just got to draw a line and say, see you later, pal, it's nice knowing you, but we actually want someone who knows his football, knows tactics, and knows how to keep shape. At the moment, I agree with everything you said. It's so dire watching us. I went tonight with my lad, and I'm thinking, I was growing up during the 90s and the noughties and stuff, and we watched some wonderful football. Yeah. And maybe I get reminiscing, under Fergie, like it was always amazing. It wasn't always amazing. No. But you know what? 70-80% of the time, it was bloody good to watch, and the lads gave it all. And I watched it. These last few seasons, and especially under Amorim, it's just dire, mate. It's dire.
Can I ask you a question? You mentioned Kobbie Mainoo. I'm glad you did because we were talking about it before we come on air. He just does. He's not having him, is he? He's just not having him. And if you're Kobbie Mainoo and you're in a game, see the subs that he brought on. He brought Agassi in the middle of the park, right? Well, actually, I didn't think done particularly well. He's brought Dogo for Dalu, right? Okay, so there's a little bit more. I get that. That's fine. Martinez comes on for Luke Shaw. That's on 88 minutes. So he's trying to shore things up. And Yoro come on. Look, I felt Evan was a red card, another booking away, so I get that. But Kobbie Mainoo can't find a place to make the game where you probably need to control the game.
Completely, 110%. You've totally nailed it there. If you put him on in the middle of the park, his energy levels, he's beautiful on the ball. He caresses the ball. He knows how to play. He's an England international. This guy's not a mug. At 20 years of age, and he's been playing for England for a couple of years. Tells you a lot. You've got clubs like Real Madrid and Barcelona who are circling round him. And I'm like, if you say to me, who do I want to lose? The manager of United at the moment, who I've not got much time for, or Mainoo, a top player. Yeah. I'm like, there's no comparison between the two. I'm like, I know who's going in my books. Do you know what I mean? He's
just not having him. He's not having him.
He's not.
Some managers, he just don't fit. And it just feels like with Kobbie Mainoo, he just don't fit Amorim. Just not having him.
And apparently people who know him and say him and his work rate in training, everyone who knows his family's apparently he's a lovely bloke, he's got a lovely family and all the rest. And it's thinking, what's everyone else seeing that he's not? But as I say, I don't believe he's a top bloke. But the fact you can't work with all them people he's lost, I'm like, you've got to find a way to work with people we struggle with. That's life. Do you know what I mean? But he doesn't seem to. And then everyone says he's a lovely bloke. Well, why is he? What's he done to him?
I don't know whether. The Kobbie Mainoo one. I mean, clearly, from what we know, I don't know the boy, but he seems one of those lads that keeps himself to himself. Just obviously loves his football. But like Jay says, his face don't fit. For whatever reason, his face just doesn't fit. He's just not having him. And if you're Kobbie Mainoo and I know it's a World Cup year, that chance looks like it's gone. It's gone. It's gone, right? Yeah, it's gone. But even for your own professional career now, there's no point in him sitting on the bench. He's too good for that. There are dozens of teams, not just in this country, but abroad, that will have him, and he'll start.
Yeah.
Dozens.
Yeah, I just don't have to let him go. That's the thing. All right, Hugh, listen, thanks for your call. Let's go to Mike. He's a Man United fan. All right, Mike?
All right, Mikey.
Oh, God. Yeah, I'm not too bad.
Don't sound great.
Every time we change it up, when he brings his subs on, we look worse. We're not better, we're worse. When he brings the subs on.
Yeah. Well, I mean...
What's happened, though, Mikey? I mean... Yeah, sometimes I watch as you're good, sometimes, and then I watch you and you're like, well, what are you?
Well,
I don't know what you are.
Well, there's no fighting them, is there? There's no biting them. You know what I mean? When we won all,
yeah.
There was no bite. There was no
fear then.
To say, oh, we're going to win. There was no fear. We were actually fearing them.
Yeah,
there was squeaky bum time. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you could see that. You know that subs coming up try and make a difference. I think we need to give West Ham a bit of credit here, by the way, because even though they get themselves wet, they might have won it. Imagine that if they'd nicked it at the end. Imagine what the calls would be like now.
They almost did.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. You know, I think we should give West Ham a bit of credit, mate. They're probably over the course of the 90 minutes. I don't think too many people can argue with the score.
It's all gone a bit quiet on Amorim, though. All right, we've got to wait there, though, because Jared Bone is with Deck McCarthy at Old Trafford.
Right? Yes, he is indeed. The West Ham captain is right in front of me. Jared, what's your overriding feeling from that performance tonight?
I mean, you're never happy with drawing a game. You want to win every game that you play, of course. I think especially in the situation that we're in as well, you want maximum points. But I think the way the game went, going a goal down with 15 minutes to go, it showed a real fight, a real hunger to get back into the game, and we managed to do that. And and even at the end, nearly go on and win the game. So. Listen, you can never fully say that you're happy with a point, but I think with the situation, we take the point. You mentioned it there. Obviously, when you went 1-0 down, it wasn't like you just lied down and the fans really showed their appreciation at the end there. But just a word on your teammate, Freddie Potts. It felt like he was everywhere tonight. Yeah, and he is every single game. And, it's I said when he made his debut, it's a credit to himself, the way he applies himself, because, he understands the club, he gets it, and you see that in his performances. He's come into the Premier League where many have failed, especially, his age, being English, being the West Ham boy. He's dealt with every single situation and took everything in his stride, and you see the rewards he's getting tonight, putting in a magical performance away at Old Trafford. And what does it feel like when you're on the pitch and you feel the tide going and the crowd are up on the backs of Manchester United players? Can you sense that on the pitch? No, I think to play for this club you can never give in. The fans were supporting us every single step of the way, and we feed off that. I think they were cheering us after the game. I think they see the run-in, the hunger, the never give in attitude, and that's what they want to see from us players, and that's what we've got to give them more. And I thought today was a perfect example of that. Going 1-0 down, this atmosphere changes to being a little bit hostile to they're all on their sides, and makes it difficult for us. But I think if you do all the right things for a certain amount of time, you get your rewards, and we got that with a goal. And how good will this be going forward for momentum purposes? Yeah, and it's down to us to build on it. It can never be one good performance and then on Sunday we not turn up. We know the level, we know the benchmark. We set that against Newcastle, against Burnley, first half against Bournemouth. Liverpool was disappointing the other day, but we know the standard, we know the level, and a game in 3 days, you have that confidence from tonight. There's things that we didn't do so well, but things that we've done well as well, and we have to take that into the game, because in December the schedule is carnage, so it's maximum opportunity to get really good results and then shoot right up the table. Thank you very much, Jared. That was the West Ham captain there.
Yeah, thanks, Deck. We'll come back to the managers. I'm sure going to be coming out and talking about their performance from their team as well. Let's go back to Mike. He's a Man United fan. Mike, just talk about the substitutions. And I have to say, I don't get Amorim, some of the subs he makes and players coming on making a difference.
Well, you've got a problem, haven't we? We've got the African Nations coming up, and we're going to lose 3 of our best players. Then what do we do in January? Do we go and spend the money, or what are they going to do? Because Conya's going to be going, Amorim's going, isn't he? Yeah. And Bremo.
By the way, Ahmed was good tonight.
Yeah, Ahmed's your best player.
He was good tonight.
Yeah, I know. But we're going to lose him now, aren't we?
Yeah, you lose him for 3 weeks. Your FA Cup weekends. I don't know if that's the draw been made.
No, it's on Monday, I think it is.
Yeah, so you'll lose them for 3 or 4 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. But you have
and that could be massive problems and trying to go forward to get in the top 4, isn't it?
Of course, but
you're nowhere near the top 4.
Well, they are.
No, but they're not though, are they? When you look at it,
you know what I mean. Yeah, but you know what I mean. At the moment, they are.
They're in the hunt. They're in the hunt. They are in the.
Do you think Man United can get in the top 4?
No, I'm not saying they
beat home to Everton.
No, I'm saying, but they're
with West Ham.
But they're one of those teams that we look at in that top 4. But there's Villa in there, there's Chelsea in there. Then you got, Sunderland have a remarkable. There's a lot of traffic in there. A lot of teams that will fancy. They're in better form than United right now as well. They're still in the hunt though, mate. They'll still feel they can get there.
Yeah, all right, maybe now, but Oh,
No.
No way. I can't see it. All right, Mike, thanks for calling. Let's go to Dylan. He's a Man United fan. Dylan.
All right, Dylan.
Hello.
All right,
Mike,
mate.
Dylan.
Yeah, I'm good. I've had enough. This is the first time I've ever called talkSPORT
Yes.
because I've just had enough. I've really had enough
Go on.
of Ruben Amorim. His in-game management is awful, absolutely awful. Honestly, he's like he takes Casemiro. He takes Casemiro off every game. He didn't tonight, but he takes him off every game. Brings on Ugarte, brings on Dorgu, who's just a waste of space to me. And the violin.
First time on, he's got the violin.
Violin off, deal.
Just ignore it, mate. Just ignore it.
Just keep talking.
No, he's just out of his depth. He really is out of his depth. And I think he's got something like 49 points from 40 games. I'm sorry, that's just atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. He's out of his depth.
Get rid of him. I'm sacked.
Yeah, get rid of him. Yeah, I'd honestly get rid of him. I'd get rid of him now.
That ain't happening, is it? That's not going to happen.
No, it's not going to happen. Of course, it's not going to happen. If they finish, because apparently the ownership said at the start of the season that this team is good enough to finish in the top 6.
Mm-hmm.
So if he finishes 11th, where I predicted this team to finish,
I don't think you finish 11.
there's no more excuses. He's had a year and a half. He would have had a year and a half.
It's got 3 years, mate. It's a 3-year project.
Going nowhere, Dill. Dylan's going nowhere.
3-year deal, mate.
I know they said 3 years, but Jim Ratcliffe also said that Dan Ashworth was top tier. He got rid of him after 3 months. He gave Ten Hag.
You got Wolves away next Monday, right?
Yeah, we have. Yeah,
that's an absolute. So there's 3 points.
Well, are you sure about that?
Well, if it's not, then you'll be phoning up again.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You'll be making your second call to talkSPORT.
I'm orange in the face now, but if we lose to Wolves, I'll be red.
This has been a kind fixture list this month, actually, for you, when you think about it.
Yeah, it has.
You know, Everton, West Ham, Wolves.
Yeah. Palace was a tricky one.
Right, Palace is a tough game, but you've come through that, and that's probably the hardest game, and they got 3 points.
Yeah.
And then the other two, you're like, oh, mate, really, you got to think about, Everton, West Ham, and Wolves really should be 9 points.
Yes.
Should be 2 at home,
especially 2
1 away against the worst.
100%.
And you've picked up 3 points against Palace. And you go through that fixture list and you go, we didn't really much out of it. And I guarantee you after, I don't know what's coming up over Christmas, but I guarantee you it's hard because you don't have a kind fixture list like that without then all of a sudden having a couple.
Well, let me tell you now, they beat Wolves at the weekend on Monday.
Okay, who've they got after that?
Right, okay, brace yourself, right?
Yeah.
They've got Bournemouth at home. They've got Villa away.
There you go.
Newcastle at home.
There you go.
Wolves. How come they've got Wolves at home then? I mean, there's.
Well, you start again, mate. You have to play everyone twice.
Yeah, I know, but so soon.
On.
So in the same month. It's weird, isn't it?
It is a bit weird, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what they got.
But that's what I'm saying, right? Bournemouth, Newcastle, Villa.
So out of them, right?
Right. All of a sudden you're going.
Right. Okay. So 3 points against Wolves. Happy days. 3 points at home to Bournemouth. They probably lose away at Villa.
What? 3 points?
They're beating Bournemouth at home, mate.
You can't beat Everton or West Ham.
They're beating Bournemouth at home, mate. Right. Tell you what, mate, that's good. I've got 11 points here. Be top of the table come January 1st. No, there's points there to be had, mate. If they they've got to come out of that. Look, Villa away's tough. They've got to beat Wolves next Monday. Yeah, that is it. Don't even talk to me about losing that game.
No, they can't lose.
Don't talk to me because if he loses that, mate,
we'll be doing a sports bar.
We'll be doing the sports bar.
Oh wow! Yeah, if they lose that one, geez, that's going to be a biggie. All right, get your calls in. Man United fans want to hear from you. West Ham fans want to hear from you as well. That's a decent point, but you're still in the relegation zone. 03 717 22 3344. You're listening to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie Hard, Jason Cundy, still to come. Cundy is going to go through his Chelsea horrific performance from last night. But first, West Ham, now in the relegation places, even though they got a draw against Manchester United tonight. Here's how all the action sounded right here on talkSPORT.
You never quite know what you're going to get with this Manchester United team. West Ham are in a different predicament altogether. A fascinating night lies ahead on talkSPORT. Back to Casemiro with a shot. Big deflection. Dallo turns it in at the Stretford end. And Manchester United lead, and they're heading up to 5th. Manchester United 1, West Ham United 0. Corner into the near post, headed off the line, and the rebound is in! West Ham have got themselves an equaliser. It's 1-1 at Old Trafford. Magassa was there.
This game had a draw written all over it, to be honest. Man United have not performed.
1-1 after 84 minutes on talkSPORT. And boos from some as the final whistle blows. Manchester United 1, West Ham United 1.
Yeah, disappointing night for Manchester United in the end. Not managing to get 3 points. It's one win in their last 5. Let's go to Harry's a Man United fan. H.
All right, H.
Hey, up, mate. You all right?
You all right?
Yeah, H. It's just not happening for you.
Oh, mate, it's shocking. There was no hope in that performance tonight. I mean, to come out of Everton and Wolves at home with 1 point, especially when you're playing Everton against 10 men for the most part of the game. Yeah. If we go to Wolves next week and we don't take 3 points, I'd sack him on the spot.
No.
Is that, yeah, I mean, but the funny thing is, right, you are actually in and around the hunt for top 4.
No, I know we are, but you see how tight it is. But it's tight from about 15th, 16th. There's nothing in it.
No, but
I mean, once the season balances itself out, yeah, and I don't like saying it. I'm normally as optimistic as anything, but I think we'll end up about mid-table.
If you lose against Wolves next Monday evening, then
you've got to be.
Then that's
you know
all.
What?
Yeah,
you know what it is, right? I think it's the formation. The formation is shocking.
He ain't changing it, though, is he? He's not changing it. He's willing to.
Isn't, but I don't think half of the players are good enough anyway. But if you watch us try and build our defence, but there's just nothing. And they're so slow. I mean, you've got Ahmad playing right wing back.
He's good, by the way.
So he is good, but you want him a bit further up, don't you? I mean, and the formation don't allow for it.
No.
I mean, you talk about Mainoo before, and I love Kobbie Mainoo, but where's he going to get in this team? He's clearly wedded to Bruno and Casemiro midfield, who haven't got any physicality between them. Not saying Mainoo has, but, if you get an extra body in there, I don't think we need 5 defenders all the time.
That's what he's going to play. We know who he is now as a manager. We understand that he is not for turning. He is not going to change that formation.
Is it? Yeah. I know you keep saying he's not going to change the formation, and you're right. He probably ain't. But surely, you're going to look at the performances. You're going to look at the players you've got and go, can I go to a 4? Can I get Bruno Fernandes as a 10? Can I play Kobbie Mainoo and Casemiro? Do I need to have 3 centre-halves on the pitch at home? You've lost against Everton. You've drew against West Ham. West Ham are there tonight to be beaten, right? They were, right? But they go 1-0 up, and they haven't got enough quality going forward, enough players in the box.
Jay, he's not changing.
It's
not changing.
I know, but it's so predictable all the time, Like
he ain't changing. So look, we'll talk about my mob in a second, right? But Leeds
you can
United,
change in game, right?
Leeds United went to a back 5 or back 3 against Man City at the weekend, right? Second half.
Yeah.
And they played really well. He kept the formation. He's almost stumbled across this, Farker. Because he had to do something. 2-0 down at the weekend, and he got a good performance.
Wait there, because we're going to hear from Man United manager now. Ruben Amorim is with Deck McCarthy.
Ruben, thank you for joining us live on talkSPORT. How much of a missed opportunity was that tonight?
Yeah, he's really frustrated. We had nights like this before, but the game was there for us. We were defending far from the goal. 1 second ball, we knew that they will try to win a corner or something, and that happened. We lost control a little bit the game and after our first goal, but nothing major. So it's really disappointed to lose 2 points.
From the stands, it looked like when the goal went in for Dalot, you took your foot off the gas. Is it just complacency? What do you put it down to?
I don't know. I have to see the game, but we need to be better on that, because there was not a big pressure from the opponent for us to control the game. Was more second balls, and then they running in front of our defenders, so we have to address that.
In the second half, you made a change in midfielder. I think many maybe thought they might have seen Kobbie Mainoo come on tonight, but instead you opted for Ugarte. Can I just ask what Kobbie Mainoo has to do to get into the Manchester United side?
No, it's after the injury, he stopped for 3 weeks and was the first guy getting inside the pitch against Everton. So sometimes it's the way you see the game and try to choose the best players.
And obviously the squad has been hit by injuries. Matthias de Ligt, which you confirmed pre-match, he should be back for the Wolves game. But one positive tonight was Cunha back in the side. And what did you make of his contributions to the team?
Like the other, he tried, and like the others, we have a lot to improve.
And just finally, it's Wolves next. I suppose you'd want to see a big reaction for that next Monday.
Yeah, well, I want to win every game, and we need to do everything to win every game. So it's not just because we draw today. It's always the same thing. We try to win the game.
Thank you very much for joining us live on talkSPORT.
Yeah, Ruben Amorim there with Deck McCarthy. You know what? Instantly, he annoyed me because he says, and Man United fans must be pulling their hair out. He said the game was there for us to win. You could see, I could see it, I could sense it. The game was there for us to win. Well, go and put another midfielder on or put another attacking player on. Don't play 5 at the back. Get Bruno Fernandes playing number 10. Put Kobbie Mainoo in midfield with Casemiro and play 4 at the back and go and win the game.
He ain't doing it.
You're killing yourself.
He ain't doing it.
He's not doing it. Arrogant.
He's not doing it.
He's so arrogant and stuck in his way.
He's not doing it.
I'm 3-4-3 is the only formation I'm ever going to play, ever as a manager. Even when you're chasing a game or you're looking to win the game, in-game management, you make a change and you be brave and you go, right, you know what, I'm going to be brave here and I'm going to put on another attacking player or I'm going to go for it at the back and say, right, you know what, we're going to go and win this game. We've got good possession. We're on top of West Ham. We're defending high up the pitch. Let's go and win the game.
Jay, you ain't doing
it. Honestly, it's Mickey Mouse stuff. It really is. It's Mickey Mouse. Like, at any level that you manage any level, in-game management, you look at the game, you see the game, you go, right, how can I change this game and win the game for us? What can I do? What tweak can I make? Assistant manager, what are you thinking? Who can I put on? All he does is he makes like-for-like changes all the time. Brings Darlow off, puts Dorgu on. Takes Luke Shaw off, puts Martinez on. Make a positive change, which is going to win the game and change the game.
He brought Ugarte on for Cunha. That's him trying to shore things up, isn't it? That's bringing on a defensive-minded midfield for an attacker. And that's on 77.
It's Mickey Mouse, mate. Honestly, it's like, do you want to go and win the game? You're playing West Ham at home. They're in the bottom 3.
Jay, he is not going to change that. Would you not? Okay, let me ask this. If they're 1-0 up against Wolves next weekend, right, and it's on 75 minutes, and he went to a back 4, you'd be stunned, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but I would be, about time. It's just, I don't know what it is. Surely any manager out there can see that game needed another body up front. They needed another body in an attacking area to create an overload.
Or just to keep possession. Because football, when you're in this, when you're 1-0 up, you see teams now trying to keep the ball. And he ain't doing it, mate.
It's just pointless. In the end, it was just.
Kobbie Mainoo's the one that, if you're going to do that, Kobbie Mainoo's the one to bring on.
Yeah, bring Kobbie Mainoo on. Take off Luke Shaw. Put Kobbie Mainoo in midfield. 4 at the back. Push Bruno Fernandes higher up the pitch, and then you dominate the game in their half.
Ain't happening.
Just I can't get my head around it. It's ridiculous. Let's go to Cam, who's a Man United fan. Cam.
All right, Cam.
How's it going? Is he winding me up? I'm sat outside Old Trafford trying to get home. My feet are freezing. That's 2 weeks in a row where we could have been knocking on the top 4 door. And he's telling me the game's there for the taking. It's West Ham at home. They're in the bottom 3.
It was there for the taking, though. Of
course it was. We're Man United.
I know, but you don't take the game, do you?
He brings on Ugarte, who's frightened to go forward. He's playing Ahmad at right back, that not giving him a chance to get forward. The caller before said he's wedded to this formation. Mate, forget that. We're Man United. We go there. They should be frightened to death to come to Old Trafford. They're turning. All these Mickey Mouse teams are turning up at Old Trafford, knocking the ball around. They made Wan-Bissaka look like Cafu in the first half.
Played really well, Wan-Bissaka. He's improved since he left United, by the way.
Mate, honestly, I wasn't sure. It was absolutely romping down the right wing. Why did we get that Wan-Bissaka? Or is it the fact that we're just absolute mugs at home? We played against Everton last week. I know everyone's saying it. Sorry, boys, I'm shaking here. He's coming on saying, "Oh, we've got go." Oh, mate. I'm a big Ruben Amorim fan. Usually.
Are you though? Are you?
Don't sound like it.
I don't sound like it, do I?
No, you don't at all.
Mate, he is. He's losing us a little bit. I'm telling you. I sit in the Stretford end. And the fans that come on the radio and rant, I usually go, you don't dig out your own club on the radio. And look at me. I'm having to, because it's like banging your head against the wall, paying thousands of pounds to go and watch this club.
Cam, I'm not a Man United fan, right? I'm not a Man United fan. But they frustrate the life out of me when I watch
them. Secretly.
But they frustrate the life out of me when I watch them. I watch them, I'm like, surely you can see that you need more bodies in midfield, or you need to go and attack the game. That West Ham was sat in, and if you had another body in the middle of the park or higher up the pitch, you could have won that game 2 or 3-0.
Exactly. We'll go. By the way, this is what we do for the last few years. Ten Hag in charge, Amorim in charge. We have a couple of good results. Then we take a couple of steps backwards. We'll go to Wolves, by the way, and we'll beat them. Yeah, and everyone will calm down again. It's what always happens. And then we'll play Bournemouth at home, and they'll pass us off the pitch. It's just going to be week on week. Mate,
Cam, how's your feet?
Numb. I'm pouring my brew on my toes, and you think I'm joking? I actually am.
Why are you? You not got warm socks on?
No, I've got these ankle socks. I'm trying to keep young.
Ankle socks?
What the little like?
No. You can't be wearing ankle socks, Cam.
You're wearing socklets.
Shoe liners. Listen, I've got a reputation.
Shoe liners.
Reputation.
Have you got skinny jeans on?
I have, yeah.
Listen, mate, come on. How old are you?
This is about our manager wearing.
No. Cam, how old are you?
30-something.
Yeah, mate. Skinny jeans and ankle socks are gone, mate. You need to get with the program. It's over.
You got trainers on.
You
got trainers on.
Hang on, Jace. I've seen you up with skinny jeans on TV before. Don't mess about with them.
No, they're gone, mate. They're gone out the wardrobe.
Everything wears skinny on him.
Can we get back to the point? Man United.
I'm talking about your feet.
You can't wait, mate. You can't go and watch a football match in December with ankle socks. It's unacceptable, Cam.
Yeah,
Listen,
Cam.
With Man United, we do what we want usually, and all right, I'll concede that. I'll let you have that. But anyway, chin up. We'll smash Wolves because everyone beats Wolves.
Right, phone us next week. Will you go Wolves next Monday?
I'll be in the home end, and they'll do absolutely nothing about it. I'll be in the home end, yeah.
Right, okay. Phone us afterwards, right? Tell us what you're wearing on your feet.
Yeah, don't be wearing skinny jeans, mate. At Wolves, mate. You'll stick out like a sore thumb.
On YouTube, go on. There's a free plug. Nice one.
Cheers, mate.
All right, Cam. Thanks for your call. Keep them coming in. We're going to hear from Nuno Espirito Santo as well. Big point for them, but they are still in the bottom three. 03 717 22 3344. Yeah, myself, Jamie Hunt, Jason Cundy, giving you the sports bar. We're going to be focusing on Chelsea shambles against Leeds yesterday as well. That's coming up. The first talkSPORT Step McCarthy with Hammers boss Nuno Espirito Santo after his side's 1-1 draw at Old Trafford.
Nuno, how much character did the team show tonight with that performance?
I think it was good, that part, the character to come to a tough place and perform the way we did it. We must say that the boys did well.
Even though you went 1-0 down, the team didn't just roll over, which can happen away from home. And Jared Bowen just told us that he felt in particular Freddie Potts was just everywhere on the pitch. I know it's hard to single out a player, but how impressed were you with his performance tonight?
It's difficult to single out because or many of individual good performances, but let's try to keep it as a team. I think we contain Man United, knowing the talented players that they have, the gaps that they find, the pockets. We really defensive was spot on, but the way we went on the second half was good. It was nice to see.
And just asking about the subs, it seemed like there was a bit of uncertainty, in particular in the second half, whether you were going to bring on players or take players off. Does that almost show us what you're thinking about your bench at the moment in terms of bringing on dynamic players to try and impact matches?
No, you can see it this way. It's your, but what I saw, what I felt, that team was okay. The players were okay. There was no need to make any kind of change because we had a game plan, we had an idea, and the boys stick to it and they believe, okay, we are 1 goal down, but we're still bouncing back from the goal, going forward, creating situations. I didn't felt that the team needed, but the subs come in the right moment. Andy made the corner, Jared had it, was good.
And a special moment for the youngster to get his first goal.
Yeah. You increase his confidence. We have in the midfield, we have young lads that are growing together, and as a team we are trying to grow with the urgency of results and the situation that we are. But the commitment is there. It's just a small step that allowed us to go to Brighton in a better mood and recover. The legs will recover faster. So this is finished. Next one is important.
Thank you very much, Nuno.
Nuno, lovely to see.
Yeah, Nuno Espirito Santo there. Let's go to Paul's a West Ham fan. All right, Paul.
P-Dog.
Hello, lads. It's Jamie.
Irons. Irons.
Stop it. Right, listen, Jamie. I feel like we've done you lot 3-0. That's how happy I am. What a game. Seriously.
Yeah, fair play to us. He done all right in the second half. I thought he done all right first half as well.
Yeah, but, I mean, that was a Billy Bonds performance by all of them. Yeah. I'll tell you, I mean, Wan-Bissaka, some of the tackles he was flying in.
Should have got sent off, though, shouldn't he?
He should have gone.
Should have gone.
Yeah, well.
Got away with that big time.
Yeah, he did.
That's it. Why are you looking on the bad side, boys?
No, I'm just saying, fair play.
No, to be fair, right, he was good.
He did play well.
Wan-Bissaka was good. I said to Jan in the green room, he looks a better player now than he was when he was at Man United.
Oh, he's been our best player for weeks and weeks and weeks. You can't take it away from him. He gives it 100% every game. I mean, all the lads were running. If Paqueta had been there, we'd have been 4-0 down at half-time because he would have just, if he hadn't been sent off, he'd have been falling around on the floor every 5 minutes. But the lads, what I'm saying is they gave 100%. I'm buzzing. As I
can
said,
tell.
I can't believe it's only 1-1.
You're still in the bottom three, Paul, just to remind you.
Sorry, mate.
Yeah. I understand all that.
Yeah.
I totally understand.
At this moment in time, you're in the championship.
Oh, Jay. Jay, it's a terrible thing.
Well, it's just a reminder, He's buzzing. I just want to bring him back down to earth a little bit.
Hey.
Well, we could do what you did last season, couldn't we?
What's that? Finish 17th? You'd be happy with that?
17th, weren't you? Or something?
Yeah. You'd take that right now.
Yeah, well, yeah. Anything.
No, but listen, you deserve something out of that game, Paul. Totally agree with you, mate.
The lads need, you tip your hat to them because tonight they put in a performance. Thing is, they got to do it again on Sunday.
Yes, of course.
At Brighton, they got to keep doing it.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy at Brighton.
Pride.
Yeah. Keep nicking up. You don't know how important that point will come at the end of the season. It could be massive.
Where would they be without Jared Bowen? By the way,
he was good as well. He was good.
Oh, he's class.
I mean without him, you're in disarray.
Yeah, again, you're on a downer, James.
Well, I'm just saying, Apparently, there's people coming in for him in January, mate.
Oh, Jay, why are you killing him?
He could be in trouble.
Oh, sorry about him, mate. He's ruining.
What do you reckon it'll be Liverpool again? Because they're trying to buy everybody and do nothing.
I don't know. Spurs might nick another one of your players.
No, let's not say that. Anyway, lads, I'm pleased. Jamie, it's like doing you 3-0, but I'll take the 1-1 draw.
Well, yeah, enjoy it.
Paul, enjoy it. It was a decent point. Let's go to Rob. He's a West Ham fan. Rob.
Irons.
Yeah, good. Irons.
Irons.
Okay.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Fair play, West Ham. Stuck in there.
Do you know what? I'm on my way home now from the ground. We had an absolute nightmare getting up there tonight. The traffic was horrendous. I've got no voice left. I wasn't going to phone up, but then I heard that Man United fan phone up and say about these Mickey Mouse clubs who turn up at our ground and walking away with saying, we ain't no Mickey Mouse club, mate. You know what I mean? We're struggling at the moment. We went there last season. We won there last season. But for that Man United fan to say we're a Mickey Mouse club, it's not cool. I do know what? I took my little boy there today, 13 years old, his first away game. I emailed the school last week. I said to the school, look, I'm taking my boy out for a field trip.
Yeah.
I said, okay, fill out the form. I filled out the form, told him he's gone to a field trip.
Yeah.
There we go.
Pay the fine.
Hold on, what? You're going to go to a field trip?
Yeah, that's what I said, yeah.
Hold on.
Educational field trip, isn't it?
It's not an educational field trip, mate. You've gone to a football match.
Football is an education.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Pay the fine.
Do you know what?
Pay the fine.
You should have just put it down, taken him Old Trafford.
mate, you know what? I've took him out too many times already, so I have to come up with another one.
No, mate. No more excuses, mate. Pay the fine.
Is he going to school tomorrow?
No, I've gone for 2 days.
2
mate.
days?
Back till Monday.
It's a disgrace.
That is
a disgrace.
He's got Thursday, Friday. He's got a 4-day holiday.
Come on, mate. You got to be better than that.
No, look. Sometimes you got to do things when it comes to football. Sometimes you got to do.
No,
he's
no,
gone down the right channels. He hasn't said that little
He
Johnny's
hasn't gone down the right channels.
He
He's
has.
100% lied.
Yeah, but he's gone down the right channels and lied. But he's done the right thing.
No, he hasn't done the right thing.
He's gone on a field trip.
Is Old Trafford going on a field trip?
No,
He's not on the pitch.
But
He's not on the field, is he?
But it's educational. That is part of his education for the rest of his life.
Is
it? Yeah.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
Yes, he's going to Old Trafford, seeing West Ham. All right, pick up a point.
No.
That is an education.
That's not an education.
It's a part of his education of growing up being an Hammers fan, mate.
No,
I'm all over that.
You're a disgrace.
No, all
You're
over
an absolute... Listen, one day, fine. You can take, one day, fine.
You're gonna get up.
13, it's not GCSE year. You can allow it. Not 2 days. If he's driving home tonight, get home.
No, little Johnny's going to be tired, mate.
No, little Johnny can sleep in the car, and he gets up.
Johnny's buzzing.
No,
little Johnny's listening to us now.
He's 13. He's not 9.
He's buzzing, mate. He's
He
just
gets up. He goes to school. Secondary school, mate. Get in and get your job done.
Education. Going to see West Ham, pick up a point at Old Trafford. I'm all over that.
No.
That's a lifetime education. He's getting there, right there.
Disgusting.
90.
Fine. 0371722.